Okay, so Eastern religions is a very interesting study. There's so much to take in, and I think a lot of the Westerners of the world really don't study it because there's just so much to process. So I'm going to try to break it down to you as simple as I possibly can and explain to you in this video what Eastern religions actually are. Basically, there's four big ones. Okay, you've got Buddhism, you've got Hinduism, you've got Islam, and you've got Judaism. I want to go through and explain the Buddhism, Hinduism, and Islam to our audience here. Explain to you what these people are now. Buddhism is a religion that basically believes that you can achieve enlightenment, and you can do that through consciousness and through meditation. You can do yoga practices. One of the big things right now is yoga, and as you can see there's the chakras on the screen, and the chakras are basically energy points in your body that start in the base of your spine and go up to the top of your head, and you can actually release the universe's energy that you have, which is called a serpent spirit. That they actually call that in the literature. They call it a serpent spirit. Can be released from your pelvis all the way up through, and you see the seven chakras there: the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, throat, third eye, and the crown. And once the spirit is released, it's actually called the Kundalini spirit, is released from your spine all the way up goes through your crown, then you have something called a Kundalini awakening, and then you have manifestations called kriyas, and where people, they shake violently, or they have manifestations of euphoria, and they just love everybody. It is a very interesting religion. It's demonic is what it is. And basically Buddhism, from a Bible-believing Christian standpoint, we understand that Buddhism is a long progression. It is a progress of demon possession. When you're doing yoga practices, you're actually making your body like some sort of antenna, a spiritual antenna, where you're actually allowing the full possession of dark satanic serpent spirit called Kundalini to take over your body. Now, Hinduism is a very interesting religion, very complex religion, and there's so many different, there's hundreds of gods in Hinduism, but the main five are Shiva, Rama, Ganesha, Vishnu, and Krishna, and you can see them all right there. And as you can tell, this is not a simple religion. There's no way in a video that I can explain to you what these guys are, but basically they have it's multiple gods manifesting themselves in multiple different ways, and so therefore you have hundreds of deities, and these deities are actually called avatars, which is what James Cameron, when he made that movie Avatar, that was the concept he got behind it. It's like, I'm possessing a body and I'm using it for my purpose, and that's where they got that from, was from the Hindu concept of these gods taking certain forms, possessing certain bodies, and doing certain things. Okay, so, and then also you got Islam, and Islam is, I believe, the number 2 religion in the world. Literally billions of people hold to this religion. It's a picture of their holy site, the main holy site that they have called Mecca, and the 5 pillars, if you will, 5 main practices of Islam. You got to have your profession, which is your shahada. You got to pray 5 times a day, which is your salat. You got to give alms to the poor, which is zakat. You got to do fasting, which is sawm, and then also you got to have a pilgrimage to Mecca once in your life, which is your hajj. 4 major religions. You got Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, and then you have Judaism. Okay, so but the thing is, with all these religions, they're actually all looking for a leader. They're all looking for a grand leader. All of them have prophecies for that. I'm going to show you 3 Wikipedia articles here explaining this to you. The Buddhists are looking for something they call the Maitreya, which is the next Buddhist who, according to Buddhist tradition here, Maitreya is a bodhisattva who will appear on earth in the future, achieving complete enlightenment and teach the pure Dharma. So they're looking for a world leader to come. And then also in the Islamic faith, they're actually looking for someone called the Mahdi, which is called the guided one, who, according to some Islamic traditions, will appear and rid the world of evil. And so they're looking for this Mahdi. There's a symbol right there. And then also the Hindu world is looking for a coming leader, and he's called the Kalki, which will be the 10th avatar of the Hindu god Vishnu, and will end the Kali Yuga, which is the age that we live in now, and will bring in another Yuga, which is a period where there will be no more sin. And so, matter of fact, if you'll notice here that the Hindu Kalki, the 10th avatar Vishnu, the coming leader, the coming world leader, is actually someone who rides a white horse. Does any of that sound familiar to Bible-believing Christians?